Look at it. Look at it, everybody. Welcome to StepFans and Chill. You know what it is, man. It's that morning show, but it got the late night feel. If you're looking for the show when it releases, it's in the morning. A lot of you catching it in the evening. I just checked out some of the analytics, so I kind of know how some of these things is popping off now. But long as it's there for you, great. And now, holidays are over and not. You know, we just had one, and this is a great time. I like it. I like popping in that store, and they got the holiday music playing over the airways. Man, if that doesn't put you in an incredible mood, you're a serial killer. That is supposed to give you just the energy. It's supposed to be more smiles now. You holding doors, you letting people over in traffic. That's what holiday energy is supposed to do for you. And I hope you're experiencing this. You know, this is not so much necessarily a financial thing by any means. It's just hey, it's that time of the year. It's cold weather. You get to wrap up and put on a scarf. Who's into scarves? I love scarves. Now, my last collection got thrown away. You know how women be. You know, you leave your stuff there and they like, you collecting too much stuff. And then they start throwing away without even asking, because they think that if they ask, you're not going to agree, because you shouldn't have agreed in the first place. So now, guess who doesn't have scarves? And I had a collection. I had like six. I had like 6 scarves, man. Like, there was one that was plaid. There was one that I got from a comedy festival. I don't know why they was giving out scarves, but it had triangles on it and stuff. And it was black, and I was loving it. I had another one that was a little fuzzy. It looked kind of crazy because I used to do this with it. I used to throw it over the shoulder. Just when you have a scarf on, it takes your energy to a different place, and I think it's a necessary place. And I recommend everyone, the moment you can, and you in the scarf shop, pick one up and just watch your world change. This is how things can happen in your life. It's with these subtle changes that help things escalate. And for me, well, not this year, because I don't even have anything to cover my neck. How you think that feels? I don't even have neck covering going into these cold temperatures. Maybe I should thank global warming for weather just being all messed up. Everybody that lives everywhere knows it's supposed to be colder. It's supposed to be colder than what it is. By the way, hey, I'm in Miami this week. And you know, a lot of times I'm supposed to push my comedy shows, but it ain't even about that. If you in Miami, I'm in Miami. Let's get it. I will be in Delray Beach on Friday night. So check that out if you want to come out to the Arts Garage. It's an amazing show. Of course, I'm headlining. But I'm looking forward to those Miami temperatures. I already looked it up. It's going to be somewhere around like 70 to 80 throughout the entire weekend. Guess who's jogging shirtless? Your boy. Yeah, I'm going to be jogging. I'm just going to live life a little bit and check out, some art. Check out some art festival stuff, because every once in a while you gotta mix it up. I get to go there and be in disguise, because you know me, man, when I'm places no one recognizes me. Also, I got some fun shows coming up too. Hey, you guys, if you in Lexington, check out all these cities. I got Lexington coming up. I got where else I got coming up? Albuquerque, Salt Lake City, Kylene, Texas, Sacramento. I can't even say this next one. Eau Claire, Wisconsin. I just want to throw that in just in case. It's good to mention those things up front. Those are some upcoming cities. And check out the Instagram and the website for a lot of things that I'm probably forgetting to mention. Thank you all for following. Thank you for shares. Thank you for tuning in wherever you at, whether you're watching or you're listening, because you know StepFans and Chill is on all the platforms. It's on YouTube. It's on Apple. It's on Samsung. It's on Spotify. It's on iHeart. It's everywhere you need it to be. Thank you for checking it out. Let's jump into what's happening, man. This world is moving fast right now. You know what some really big news is? You guys, man, your Canadian friend, he done did it again. This time it's not necessarily a verse. Now he's doing things a little bit different. Drake is suing Universal Records. Yeah, and I mean, it's interesting, you know, because hip-hop has always been a very competitive avenue. That's what hip-hop is raised on. You know, there's hip-hop battles, people throwing verses. You know, there's things that happen. It was like Jay-Z and Nas. That was a classic. You know, Ice Cube versus NWA. There's been classics. Ja Rule and 50 Cent. It goes on and on. These battles have been a staple in hip-hop for years and years and years. But now we have recently seen something that has never been done in hip-hop. And you know, that's the little bit of the reason I do appreciate it. That little thing. I like ground that has not been tapped into. Something we haven't seen. And what is that? Because we all know that Drake versus Kendrick, that was classic. They was dropping verses, bam, bam, right after them. They weren't even letting you listen to the other verse. And next thing you know, a whole nother verse being released. But now that boy Drake, he done responded in some unprecedented fashion, you guys. He is suing the label that puts out Kendrick's music, saying that they cheated. Said they're using bots and using whatever fake things, having people pay and things that aren't real to boost the numbers. And I think it could be true. But you know, Drake, that's not how you handle it. This is hip hop. You just, listen, you don't respond with a lawyer. You respond with bars. You know, even if you're right on this, you're gonna be wrong. That's just it. Like, this has gotta be the most non-hip hop way to respond in a hip hop battle. This dude got on the phone, hit up the lawyer and was like, yeah, I think he's cheating and we're gonna sue. What? You're supposed to respond with bars, not by suing your opponent with someone who is past the bar. What are you doing? This guy's wild, man. And we know Drake's reputation. You know, he's in his feelings. You know, he's a sensitive guy, which I appreciate all of that. But now he wants Kendrick investigated for how popular They Ain't Like Us was. And let me tell you, after this happened, after he put it out there that I'm suing, the numbers skyrocketed even more. And I got a feeling that those were real people. So there you go, man. You might win, but you're definitely gonna lose. And what could this really be about? Because it's not fine. Is it really financial? I don't think Drake needs any more money. You know, I don't think this is a money thing. Like, getting it is great, but you're never going to spend all that money. Your family's never going to spend all that money, you know? And the truth is, man, just, you cannot. Ain't Like Us, man. That thing is catchy. I was in Korea and I heard one hip hop song. You know, the Koreans was bumping, they not like us. They not like us. That was really the only hip hop song. The other stuff I didn't even understand. It was Korean. And we was in a club jamming to Korean music, man. You ever jam to that Korean? Oh, yeah, we was getting it. But, you know, it's how these things are sometimes, you know. People need consultation. You need to find the right people to talk to so you can know how to move properly. And calling up the lawyers in a hip-hop battle, to figure out these numbers. I don't know. Even if you do that, that's nothing you want public. Maybe you kind of keep that under the radar, keep it on the low or something, because, well, you guys, we about to jump into one of my favorite sections. You guys know what it is. It's Mike E. Knows Best. I love these relationship stories, man. I love these things. I love these discussions. We all need to have these discussions. Yeah, we need to not be afraid to talk about anything. You need to take that step into the next world of these conversations. And why are we not? Many of us are like, I don't want to mess up what I have, or I don't want this person to get mad. But that can't be the reason you keep things bottled in. Nah, you gotta just go for it sometimes. Now, let me admit, I believe you should talk to an adult, even if you are an adult. Because there's times that I brought up things because it was really on my heart heavy. And then it was hindsight that I was like, why did I say that out loud? I should have never brought that up. And then with that being said, now you got to live with it for the rest of the relationship. Ugh. That's why sometimes you got to break up. You got to break up and move forward. Then you can start new problems with new people. Well, this is easy, you guys. This is probably the easiest time of my, life when it comes to talking about love and stuff. Let's see what's going on. Whoa. She says, I should have slept around and not had children. Right out the gate. This is not a happy letter. I can tell you that much. This is coming from a very unhappy place. Also, I want us to not sit so hard on the term happy all the time. What is that? It's too much. Are you happy? Nah. Some days, some I'm not. That doesn't mean there's a problem. That just means you're human. You're supposed to feel different things at different times. Let's see what's going on. Let's read the rest. Fine, I will admit it. Abstinence is dumb. My husband and father of my kids just told me I'm loose. Oh, and I told him everything is loose when you're 5 inches. Oh! Yo, that's a really tough pill to swallow, or is it a easy pill to swallow? Ba-da-ba. Yeah, she came with a lethal weapon. Hey guys, be careful, man, when you insulting sexually. It might come back at you. 3 times fold, is that what they say? this is not even funny. Hey man, don't feel terrible about yourself, even though you made her feel terrible about herself. So maybe you guys should both feel terrible. You're married. I have borderline personality disorder, but this is one insult I never dared hurl at him in 11 years together because I know how much that bothers a man, and also because it's completely true. And I didn't want to accept it myself that he doesn't satisfy me like that. This is tough. Here, before I even finish reading. All right, I already see there's a huge problem here, and it's that BPD. You got borderline personality disorder. It probably wasn't even you that said it. It was a mean version of something else. But you still should have never said it. And guess what? Your husband shouldn't have said that either. He shouldn't have called you loose unless it was a compliment like, girl, I like it that you loose like that. I last longer because, it feels like there's no real pressure there. I don't even think that would work, to be honest. But, yeah, you went for it. That's called the jugular. She went for it. And there's many ways to be satisfied that don't even include using his inches. They got stores for this. Does he have hands? He has fingers. He has a face. He can compliment you. I just think it's way more to it. And you gotta maintain the energy to want to do that. Shop online if you don't want to go in the store. Get them to deliver some stuff. They sell everything. You could just Google pleasers and pay for that. They'll send it to the house, and boom, now you got something. You guys can please each other, because that's all that matters at the end of the day. It's for both of you. But if you're doing stuff like this, if you communicating in ways is this nasty, nothing good's coming out of it. This is mean-spirited. And for those of you that don't think that words matter and important, they matter the most. Some people rather get punched. They rather get slapped than just get something told to you that is going to sit right there. Sit in your mind forever. Now you get to dwell on it. Now you get to revisit scars. Those physical scars can heal. Those mental ones, they don't always. Also, I have a lot of kids and most likely am loose, if anyone's wondering. So she's like, I am loose, but he shouldn't have said it. I want to give a shout out to all the loose women out there. You know what? If don't nobody else love you, I love you, because you're not loose to me. No one should feel shame in what you have. And look at this. Let's just say you are. There's ways to not be loose. They have exercises, man. You want to fix your looseness? Yo, that Kegel stuff is real. Start putting some marbles and some jewels up there and start using those muscles and tighten that thing up. If it's not, if that's a problem for you. But let me tell you, that's not going to bother everyone. I think that's his problem because of what you stated. And I don't know if there's any coming back from that, to be honest, unless both of you have a huge sense of humor. Because you both don't have a... let me stop there. All right. She says, so it's not like he made it up. He's probably confessing something he's been feeling a long time as well, although he has no problem finishing in 5 minutes or less, as he has every single time ever. All right, you guys, listen. This is why you come here for this advice. This is why you talk to me, because I'm going to give you what you need to hear. It's not always what you expected, but it's what you deserve. All right? Listen, if the sex is not great for both of you, then guess what? You guys should secretly seek it somewhere else. Yeah. Start setting up some things. Start traveling. Start having your girls trip out the country. Yeah, and then you'll meet some Italian, and then you'll do some things that will hold you. I'm telling you, working on this is probably what you should consider, but you guys have said the meanest things ever. He called you loose, and you called him tiny. I don't know if there's middle ground there. You guys need a sex therapist, and you need a regular therapist, and you need a nanny to watch all those kids. I don't even think it works like that. Listen, I'm no vagina doctor. Anytime somebody starts with, I'm no this, it's like we knew. However, I don't think just because you have children, that's what's making it loose. It's just exercises. There's exercises to do it. And hey man, don't worry about feeling like you need to be bigger. That's what God bless you with. So you should be grateful for that as well. There's people that probably don't have as much as you. I'm not out looking for that type of thing, so I can only imagine that it's out there. But it's really unfortunate, man, that you guys need to learn to argue. That is your damn problem. Learn how to speak to each other with respect. That's what I hate about these stupid ass relationships, man. This is what pisses me off. People so mean and can't even talk. Can't even speak to each other the way you should speak to each other with respect and kindness. Remember when y'all first got together and you was real, you was patient and you were kind, and it's all because it was the beginning. Maybe you need to treat your relationships like it's the beginning and not like you 13 years in. I'm tired of mean people. You know what? If you mean, don't even talk to me. If you mean to other people, don't try to be nice to me if you just mean to other people. I don't like that shit either. Just so you know. I hate people that's disrespectful to other people. Then they try to get in your face and be cool. Nah, man. That's who you are, man. Just keep me out of it. I don't got time for that. I don't got time for fakeness. Let's read another letter. Now, all right. She goes, last weekend, she's 36. She drunkenly flashed her husband's 31. She drunkenly flashed her husband's friends, and he still can't let it go. What? Why should he let it go? Why? All right. I apologize and promise to not drink again. What more can I do? You liar. You're going to drink again. You tit flashing asshole. You know you're going to drink again. So stop even playing us. All right? You saying the right thing right now because you feel like it's the way to go. Are you never going to drink again? Yes. You probably drinking now. You probably drinking right now like, oh, it wasn't even that bad. I didn't keep my shirt open for that long. How would I feel? I don't know, man. When my lady, man, she's close to me, any woman, if she's close to me and that's mine and she's my woman, nah, man. I personally don't want her out there flashing boobs, especially to my friends. Go to Europe and do that. You need to flash your boobs or something? How you feel when I'm flashing my balls to your friends? And now they hit me in the DMs. How does that feel? So no, I don't want my girl flashing boobs. And you talking about he still hasn't got over it? He should. I ain't even started reading this yet. Let's see it. She goes, it's nearly 6 a.m. here, and he has yet again woke me up at 2 a.m. to tell me how much he hates me and how disappointing he is in me. How disappointed. Well, maybe you got some nice boobs. He didn't want nobody to see them. He's like, man, those were mine. That is really a betrayal, just so you know that. Alcohol made you do that, so you do that when I'm around. What do you do when I'm not around? Let's talk about that. I'm going to keep reading. Last Saturday, I went out to lunch with friends. I probably only ever been drunk 10 times in my whole life. And this is one of them. I wasn't terribly drunk, but I was definitely tipsy. You sound like a fun girl. It was about 4 p.m. when I got home, and my husband had 2 friends around watching football with him. My phone was dying, so I went to get the charger, which was plugged in near the TV, and I was blocking it as I struggled to reach the charger. They were playfully telling me to get out the way and booing me when one of them said, "Move your ass. We're trying to watch the match." And I genuinely don't know what came over me, as I've never done anything like this before. I don't believe you. But I turned around and pulled my top and bra down and said, "Watch these," and said, "That's my kind of girl." Just not when you're my girl. But if some other woman does that, hey, for the people. Way to do it for the people. She sounds fun. I feel so embarrassed just right now. They all sat there in shock. And there was an awkward couple of seconds of silence, and then I just left the room as quickly as I could. without my charger. Did y'all hear that? She didn't even get her charger after all of that. She went and blocked the game, reached for it, ended up getting mad, pulling out her boobs, and did not even get the charger. Imagine that. Now she has to walk upstairs embarrassed with a dead phone. She doesn't even have anything to occupy her mind while she sits and thinks about how stupid she was doing that. Now she gets to sit there and just reflect. And hope you wrote him an apology letter. That's more than words. You do something like that, you need to break out the paper and a pen and write a letter, sincerely stupid, all right? That's what you need to do. After they left, my husband came upstairs and was screaming and shouting at me that I embarrassed him. Cheated on him. He hates me. You just gave him a free pass for life. Now he's mad, but he's like, all right. I don't know when I'm going to redeem this, but it's going to get redeemed. What's the word? Flip. You made a blunder. I've been watching Love is Blind, the UK version, so I got some new language. He insulted my looks and age a few times, which I won't repeat here. I just kept apologizing, and he said that I would make it up to him. I don't know. I don't know how you make this up to him. It's very unfortunate that you crossed this line. You did. You cheated on him. Yeah. That's just not something you could do. And there we have it. My advice. Here's my advice. All right. My advice to you is maybe go a step farther than you even anticipated. Get into a program. Get into like some type of Alcohol Anonymous. You don't even have to be anonymous. Just get in some type of alcohol you need help program and go that far. Because if you look that apologetic, and he may find it in himself to say that, oh, she's very serious. But don't just say, I'm never going to drink again. Anyone that I've ever met that said they were never going to drink again is drinking right now. I think it can happen. I think there's people out there, but I think the percentage of people who say they're never going to drink again and they do it is 0.1%. And good for them. Alcohol's not the problem. You're the problem. All right. So let's see. Let's close with this, you guys. December's here. You know, even though I check my analytics and I know where you're listening from, I'm gonna speak to America because I know I got some people out in Japan. It was one subscriber in Korea. I don't even know how this happens, you know, but it's December, you guys. So that means we're heading in. We're heading into that new year where a lot of you feel you get that fresh start, that renewal energy, and I'm with you. But start doing it now. Don't wait till January. Those things you about to tell us that you're about to start doing it today. Yes, as you're listening to this. And how do you do it, Mike? How do you do it? Write it down. Write it down and look at it. All the things you want to achieve. Write it down right now and start today. And then when January hits, you already roll into it. You know? Look at me. Look at my shoulders. You see? Because I've started. I know it's showing. I've been working out. But that's partly because this week in Miami, I'm going to have my shirt off. And it's about to be a party. I'm about to celebrate life, you guys. Anything, let me see, before I close, you guys, told you earlier, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching and listening on all the various platforms. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for writing in your letters. Thank you for your comments. You're making this what it really is. Just making me understand what directions to go, because you guys are very profound in how you speak and what you like and what you don't like. So that's pretty cool. I want to give a shout out to Manteca. You guys, thank you for selling out all those shows. Thank you for everyone purchasing all the tickets. Go to bigassteeth.com. That might give you some more information on future shows and, another place to find the links for this podcast as well. You guys, thank you for coming out. Peace.